Good morning. I'm Lisa Betz-Marquez, and this is a yoga class that will last 1 hour, and we will do some warm-ups and get the joints loosened up and lubricated. And after this class, you should be able to feel more unified in your body, mind, and spirit. Your body should feel energized and yet relaxed. And hopefully some of those stiff areas will also be nice and loosened up and feeling good. So to begin, sit in whatever cross-legged position feels comfortable to you. Some like to have a cushion under their bum so that their hips can be elevated. And so take the time to get comfortable and find that for yourself. If you are comfortable doing a half lotus, I like to put one foot up. Either side is fine. So just make yourself at home here. No reason to push yourself beyond what's comfortable for this practice today. So let's begin. Close your eyes. And begin to observe your breathing. Breathing is automatic and no need to do anything, just observe from the witness perspective how the air flows in and out of your body. Notice which parts of the body move as you breathe. Notice whether the inhale breath is deep or shallow. And does the exhale breath match length, or is it different? As you exhale, allow the shoulders to relax. Allow the face to melt into no expression. Eyebrows relax. Forehead smooths out. The jaw settles and goes slack. And the lips soften into non-expression, just relaxed. Now begin to fill the lungs more intently, expanding the lungs to their full capacity. And hold the breath at the top for a count of 4. Then slowly exhale. Pressing the air out of the lungs. And repeat. Now begin to allow your breathing to return to a normal in-out. Still deeply breathing, but cultivating the sense of elasticity. When you pull a rubber band, there's a place where there's tension before it comes back. And with the exhale, there's also that tension. Going down to the exhale, you will reach a moment where there is no need for inhale, and you can sit and enjoy that peaceful moment before the inhale breath. Now continue to breathe in the same way, but we will add some arms. So on your next inhale breath, we begin with crossed arms. Reaching to the sky. Exhale. Lean forward, arms come down to your sides. Head relaxes. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, arms up. Going to change the arms. Now drop your left arm down. Lift and lean. Inhale. And exhale, lean toward the side, lifting that right rib cage and reaching with the arm, bending the elbow, breathe in. Inhale, come back to your center, switch arms, lift and lean, and exhale. Lift the ribs and reach with the arm. Inhale, bring the arm up. Bring both arms to the T and bring them behind the body, crossing the fingers, interlacing. Roll the shoulders back, straighten the arms, and let your head come back. Press the chest forward. Breathe. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Now straighten up the spine, bend the elbows. Bring your arms around and come forward with the arms, rounding the spine, taking the belly button and the diaphragm and pressing it into the spine and letting the chin come down. Inhale, open. Wide, open the chest, open the heart, and exhale, press the spine toward the wall. Inhale, and close. Now inhale, arms up, bring your hands together and down in front of the heart. Take a moment to breathe. Bring your left arm out and take the right arm. Reach it under the elbow. Twine the arms together and inhale, turn toward the right. We're pressing that left elbow back toward behind us in eagle arms. Breathe. Inhale, come to your center, unwind the arms, switch arms. Other arm, round and under, twining the arms. Inhale, turn to the other side. Breathe deeply. Inhale, come to your center, let your arms come down, and let's swing the arms up, opening the shoulders. Inhale as the arms come up, exhale down. And reverse. Let your hands come down. Now let your chin come forward. Let it rest into the chest and just feel gravity supporting this stretch. And move the chin side to side like a pendulum, bringing the chin up above the shoulder. Just feeling into the muscles of the neck, doing so much to support us all day and every day. And when it feels ready and warm, bring the head up into a full circle. And do 3 of these. Always be gentle with the neck, never force it. And let's reverse. And come to your center, maybe a little bit of swinging, and come to stop. Inhale the arms up. Clasp the fingers and bring your hands just to the base of the skull and very gently apply pressure, whatever feels good here as you turn the neck back and forth. Very gentle pressure. This should feel good. And if it doesn't, then don't do it. Loosen up your pressure if it feels in any way painful. And come to center and allow your arms to come down and your head to come to neutral. Good. Feeling a little loose now? We are ready to begin our floor work. So begin by finding your all fours. In yoga, this is called the table position. We bring our knees under our hips, and our hands are going to be wide yogi fingers, and wrists and elbows underneath the shoulders. Now, if you have a delicate wrist situation, you can do fists for this work and keep your wrists nice and straight. So that is an alternative if that's something your body needs. And so we're gonna go back to the yogi fingers and just drop the belly, bring the tail up, and gaze straight ahead. Elbows can be bent a little to get into a deeper arched back. And inhale, exhale, press the spine up. Think about an angry Halloween cat. That's the back we want. Inhale, exhale, back into your cow pose. And up. And inhale, exhale, down. And let's wag the tail. And move your head along. When we wag the tail, we're going to clench these oblique muscles, the side part of our abdomen. So be sure to really squeeze those muscles. And come back to your center. Now let's do a sideways roll. Bending the elbows and coming through cat, and bending on the other side, coming down and up. And up, and reverse. This will also strengthen your arms. One more. Good. Now, coming back for a little wardrobe adjustment here. We come forward with our hands and tilt forward and come up to your downward dog. Your feet should be hip width apart. Try to place those heels down to the mat. Bring your tailbone up and press the chest in. Now, if you need to bend your knees, that's really okay. Some people have a really tight hamstring. So if this is you, there's no shame in that. Just do what your body needs to do, and it's perfectly fine. And breathe. And inhale, come forward to plank. And we're just gonna lower the body down onto the mat. And let the feet relax flat. And bring your elbows under the shoulders. So we are laying with our pelvis flat, belly is sinking into the mat, and gaze straight ahead in Sphinx pose. Hands are flat with wide fingers, and I'm going to press into the mat. So inhale, press into the mat with arms and elbows, forearms activated. I'm going to press into the mat with my feet and use my lower back muscles to lift and hold and breathe. If you would like, you can bring your thighs up off the mat. And exhale the legs down, and slowly bring yourself down. Bring your arms to your sides. Let your cheek rest on the mat, and breathe. Allow your body to sink into the mat, letting go of all control of the muscles, any tension, just let it go. Even allow your eyebrows to relax, and even the eyes. Can you soften the eyes in the socket? And let your jaw go slack. Your tongue, can it rest at the bottom of your mouth? Now bring your chin to the mat. Place your hands under your shoulders. Elbows need to be tightened and pinned into your body. We don't want them to come out like this. So bring them pinned in and point your toes. We're going to inhale and press and lift. The pubic bone is off the body for full cobra. Although, if you would prefer to have bent elbows, a little bit more of the belly will touch the mat. It's important to look at your shoulders. You want to avoid this. Keep the shoulders down. In order to do that, pressing into the mat with your hands is the cure, and relaxing the shoulders. Breathe deeply. Inhale, exhale, sink down. the mat now. And bring your arms to your sides and rest. Allow your body to fully sink into the mat. Sometimes it feels like letting your body be a dead weight. Scan the body for any tension, especially in the buttocks and in the shoulders and thighs too. Inhale and exhale the tension. Now, whichever cheek you have on the mat, that is the hand that you are going to bring flat just off your shoulder. So the elbow will be up in the air, fingers will point toward the head. We're going to walk the legs together, and we're going to take the other arm and just point it straight off the shoulder. So it's extended and straight. And we're going to inhale the left leg, or whichever side it is that has the elbow up in the air, and roll onto the other side of your body. Let that leg come up and behind, very slowly coming back toward the floor. Take your time. This is a deep spinal twist. Breathe. Notice the openness in that shoulder that you're laying against. Breathe into it. Find little micro adjustments in the spine to get comfortable. Now inhale, begin to roll back, allowing the leg to come along and come back to your belly. And switch sides now. Switch your arms. Get into placement. And now inhale the other leg and roll back against the other side. Deep breaths. Inhale, come back to your center here. Bring your arms down and once again melt into your mat. Imagine your body being like a piece of chocolate left out on a warm day. It retains its shape, but it gets all melty. Allow your body to melt. Now bring your chin back to the mat and your hands come under the shoulders. Press yourself up into child's pose. So widen the knees just a little bit. Stretch out those hands and arms so that their elbows are completely straight to the best of your ability. Lower the forehead down. And as as you really strive to walk the fingers forward, you're going to feel a good stretch behind the shoulder blades, perhaps even the inner part of the arms and shoulders, and allow your head to relax. As you breathe, imagine that you're breathing into the back part of your lungs. Notice the exhale allows you to sink even deeper into your mat. Walk your elbows into the ears. Take your hands and place them together and bend the elbows, bringing the hands over your head. Bring your sit bones back toward the heels for a deep triceps stretch. And in this position, imagine whatever it is in your life that you could let go of that isn't serving you anymore. Imagine that being pulled up into the third eye, that place that's right between the eyebrows and a bit higher on the forehead. Imagine that energy pooling up and being sent into the mat, down through the floor, and all the way through the layers of earth into Mother Earth, and let it be received and recycled. What doesn't serve you, send it down. And take a moment for some gratitude. Send whatever prayers of gratitude you have up into the sky, into the universe through your hands. Now allow your arms to come down. Hands are going to be clasped, and we're going to roll onto the arm and shoulder. Our head will just rest on the shoulder or an arm, and we're just going to provide resistance with the clasped hands and pull back toward that heel, the right heel if you're on your right side, left heel if it's the left side. Lean into the side body and breathe. And come back to your center. Continue to roll now, this time on the other side, and repeat. And come back to your center. Let your arms come down beside the legs, and allow the shoulders to relax. Your forehead is on the mat. Your nose might be getting a little scrunched, but that's okay. It's okay for us to learn to be okay with discomfort. There is great discomfort in life at different times, in different ways, and learning how to adapt, to calm ourselves in difficult, uncomfortable situations. is a great skill. Now bring your hands back under the shoulders and press yourself up. And bring your knees together and sit back into hero pose. Gazing straight ahead, breathing. We contemplate the heroes in our life, the ones who have made a difference for our life. And as we breathe, we honor them for their gift to us. And we also contemplate those people in our lives that we are a hero to. The ones who look up to us, who are modeling their life, their behavior, their beliefs, their values after ours. And we contemplate the great responsibility of that and allow ourselves to be humble. Moving forward now, coming back to the table pose, we're going to bring our left leg out and the foot will be just off of the hand. So the knee is bent and we're just going to take a moment to bend into that knee. We notice that our hip is open in this position. We're just going to gently warm it up, stretching into the calf a little bit and into that hamstring. If you feel like rotating in a circle, you can do that. Also, if this is a little rough on your knee, it's okay to have a cushion under your knee. It's okay to have a pillow or something that, even a folded blanket would be helpful. And let's come back to the pose and bring the hands down, forearms down, and let the head relax. Again, this could be a bit uncomfortable, and if it's not safe for your body, that's one thing. Come on out of it, ease out of it. But if it feels like a good stretch, but it's a little challenging, stressful, just breathe into it a little bit. Notice how the muscles relax on the exhale. Now press up. And we're going to lift the right arm, open the chest. Lift the arm up, turning away from the leg that's bent and up, and breathe. Work to twist the torso open. Keep breathing. And exhale down. And bring that leg back and lift that leg out like it's an extension of your table. And inhale, bring it in. Exhale out. Inhale in, exhale out. Now, if you want to try a further challenge, lift the right arm and hold with just the left hand and the knee on the right side. Now, exhale down, inhale out, exhale down, inhale out, one more, and down, and out, and hold, and breathe, and come down, and back into child's pose, and rest. Keep breathing deeply as you rest. Slowing the breath down will let the heart rate settle and slow itself. Now inhale and come back to your table. This time bring out the right leg, the right foot comes next to the hand. And we're going to bend into that knee and straighten and back. Feel free to do whatever feels right to your body here. Take whatever movement feels good. And very nice. Now we will lift the left arm up, opening our chest, bringing that arm up, turning to gaze at the hand if possible. It's okay to tense your fingers if you need to, or you can keep your hand flat. And come down and bring that leg back. And let's bring it down and in and out and exhale and inhale out. Try the next stage, bringing that left hand out. Exhale down, inhale out. And down and out. Last one, down and out. And bring it down all the way and come into your child's pose. Now bring your hands under your shoulders, press yourself up. And let's sit, what I call side saddle. Bringing your feet out. So your right leg would be in the top of the left thigh and the other foot is just back. So let's just find that comfortable, whatever comfort we can find in that pose. And place your left hand on the left ankle. Inhale the right arm up. And lean over toward the left. Lift the ribs and lean, stretching that arm. Breathe. Inhale, push yourself up with that left hand. Bring the right hand down and switch your legs. And let's do the other side. Inhale, arm up and lean. Inhale, come up. And let's turn now with ourselves on our bums. Make sure you can feel your sit bones and our feet are going to be toward the edge of the mat. So if you have a shorter mat, you'll want your heels off the mat on the floor. And we're going to point those toes and sit up nice and tall. Inhale the arms out from the shoulders. Engage your core and begin to roll down to your mat in a prone position. But we'll place each vertebra of the spine down. Let your shoulders be relaxed, neck relaxed, jaw relaxed. Placing vertebra down. It's a work in progress. Arms come up. And inhale, stretch both toes and fingers and relax. Inhale and relax. One more. Inhale, stretch. And exhale, relax. Bring your arms down. And let's bring the knees up one at a time. Let your knees come up in the air, in toward the chest, and wrap the arms around. And just notice how your back connects to the mat for a moment. And begin to roll side to side, hip to hip. Allow yourself to enjoy this light massage against the floor. Let your head participate. And come back to your center. Now, allow your knees to widen. Bring your hands down and touch the heels of your feet. Let your knees widen and let your groin area just relax into this pose. And bring your leg out, each one. And slowly rock side to side in happy baby. And I like to try to imagine what it would have been like as a baby to notice your toes for the first time. And even notice that they moved and find that really funny. And I wonder if we could be as curious now as we were then, and whether we could find some joy in life with this pose. So let's enjoy a little laughter yoga if some laughter escapes. And slowly bring yourself back and gently bring the feet together and slide the hands to your knees. So I really encourage you to try to do the laughter part, because there's something about laughter that changes our energy. And so if you can find a way to laugh and continue to laugh for a period of time, it chases away the shadows, and it's worth doing. So bring your head back to center. We're just holding our knees here suspended and allowing our groin to relax. Ladies, this is a good time to do Kegel exercises. And just allow your feet to slowly lower and float down to the mat. Bring your feet together and turn your wrists with your palms open. Close your eyes and relax. inhale, bring those knees back together. Bring the knees up into the air. And we're going to zip the knees together so they're like one unit. Arms will come out to a T. We're going to engage the core and roll the knees in a big wide circle. And when we do this, we're going to use our core muscles to move the legs. We're not really using the legs as much as we are the core muscles. So bring those knees into as wide a circle as you can. And when they come in toward the chest, squeeze those abdominals and reverse. Try to keep the jaw and the neck relaxed as you do this. And come into your center. And now let's move the knees to the right. Let the hip come all the way down and the thigh meet the mat, meet the floor. Inhale, using the core, bring legs up and over to the other side. And continue. Paying special attention to the jaw and the neck, keeping it relaxed, using only the core muscles. And come to your center and allow your hands to come under your thighs and let your feet relax. We're going to bring our chin in and begin with the core helping us to rock the spine. Try not to kick the feet. Rocking back and forth along the spine. Now, as always, if something doesn't feel right for your body, then don't. Although a little bit of discomfort is okay, but you want to be very careful with your spine. Activating the spine like this helps to prompt spinal fluids and strengthen the spine. Now, let's come up and hold. So can you come up onto your bum and use your core muscles to hold and balance here? Keep your spine as straight as you can. Keep the core engaged. See if you want to try monkey pose. You can hold on to your heels and try one at a time, bringing the legs straight. Your pose, your monkey, might look a little different than mine. You might have your hands under your calf muscles instead. That might look like this. All is perfectly fine. All of our bodies are different, and so is our ability. And so we do what we can. And sit forward. And I'm going to turn to face you. We'll sit facing each other now with our feet together in cobbler pose. So imagine that your feet were the leaves of a book. You were going to open the book to read the best story you've ever read, the story of your life's adventure. So keep your spine straight and engage the core and roll the spine forward, up and over as you come down toward the toes. Breathe deeply. Press yourself up. And now let's straighten our legs into a straddle. Find a straddle that you're comfortable with. Just find where you'd like to challenge yourself today and where you can be comfortable, and just know what your edge is today. An edge is that place in yoga where you're stretching and the muscle is working with you and it feels pretty good, and it starts to get a little bit challenged and you feel that, and you get to a point where it's like, ah! That's your edge. Back off that edge a little bit. And from where you're backing off and into the edge, that's your area to work with the breath and the muscles, and use that breath as a form of communication. The breath is the language that you use to talk to the muscles. And so listening for the muscles' signals and cues is very important. So honor your body always. Honor their edge. Cautiously move into the edge with your breath. And that's a really good approach to life as well. So begin now by taking your left hand, left arm, and just place it behind your back. And turn and face the left leg, and then lean back against the right leg, keeping that left shoulder up in the air, and breathe. Now lift up, remove that left arm, let it come across the body and to the right leg. Now slide it down the exterior part of the leg to the ankle and lower the torso down with the head and relax into this. Breathe. Honoring the edge. And press up. Come to your center and just take a moment to breathe. Now take the right hand behind the back. Turn toward the right leg and slide back against the left leg. Letting the side body be stretched here with this right shoulder up in the air. Head is relaxing down toward the left leg. Deep breath. Inhale, come back up to your center. Take that right arm, cross the body, slide it down the left leg, and come forward with the torso. Breathe. Inhale, come back to your center, and let's bring the legs together, straight in front of us, and sit up tall, engage the core, lift the spine and roll forward, bringing your hands toward the feet, and allow your torso to relax toward the thighs, let the head relax. Breathe into the back side of your lungs. and walk yourself up. Now I realize that we forgot something. We forgot my favorite one. So bring your legs back to the straddle position. And find your hands in front of you. Feel your sit bones in the mat. And walk yourself gently and slowly forward to wherever you're comfortable. See where your edge is here. Breath is key to having these intense stretches and working with the muscles. And so we're now going to turn and come back to our mats. And bring your heels back just off the mat if you have a short mat. Inhale and come back. Your second roll down. Point those toes. This time the hands will come down to the mat and breathe. Bring those feet back as close to your sit bones as they'll go. Inhale the right knee in. Take your hands under the thigh and squeeze that knee into the chest and straighten and bend. You might get a few little pops in the knee. Nothing to be worried about. And hold that leg steady and let's flex the foot, point, flex, point, continue on your own. Rotate the ankle and reverse. Crunch up those toes and flare them out. Crunch and flare. And just shake that foot a little bit. Now let's straighten this knee. Let the foot relax. And let's rotate the whole leg from the hip down in the hip socket. The whole leg. I like to call this peg leg because it reminds me to keep my leg straight, like it's carved out of a piece of wood. One single piece of wood that cannot bend, but only rotate from the hip. And once you feel complete with that, place that ankle on the left knee and let the knee come out. Inhale, bring those legs in and bring your hands around the left thigh. So clasping the hands around that leg. Inhale, using your core, lift the spine up and bring the legs in with the arms. And we're going to work to lift and squeeze in, working to get the forehead toward the ankle. Breathe. This is not a passive pose. The core is working strongly here to lift my spine up the mat, off the mat, and arms working to bring the legs in. Breathe. And exhale, lower the spine down one vertebra at a time. Let the head rest. Bring your arms out to a T. And let's turn the lower half toward the left, bringing that foot down. The knee rests. And we're just going to turn the head to the right and gaze past the right hand. Deep breaths. Turn your head now to center. Let your hands come down. Engage the core. Bring the legs back up. And bring that leg down. Straighten and bend the foot and the leg. Do whatever the foot wants. And bring that foot down. Once again, heels in toward the sit bones. Inhale the left knee now. I'm going to squeeze it into the body. And then straighten and bend. And hold it steady. Point and flex the foot. And crunch the toes and flare them. And rotate the ankle. And straighten up that leg for peg leg. Rotate the leg in the hip socket. You might feel a bit stiff in this area, and that's a good thing to be aware of, because being stiff in the hips is what contributes to falls later in life. We often in America, we have this problem because of so much sedentary behavior with sitting. So a good thing to do every day. Place that ankle on the right knee. Inhale, bring the legs in. Take your hands and wrap them around the thigh. And lift. Use the core. Pull those legs in. Breathe. Exhale. Bring the spine down. Let your arms come to a T. Turn the lower half to the right. And turn your head to the left. Gaze past your left hand. Breathe. Your head back to center. Let go of the foot. Use your core to bring the legs back. And allow that foot to settle down. Inhale the left leg. Straighten and bend. And let that foot come down. Bring your feet together. Let your palms turn up to the sky. And breathe. Now, find yourself in very comfortable prone position. We're preparing now for our Shavasana pose. Shavasana means corpse in Sanskrit. And the idea with Shavasana is that the body should be so relaxed in its placement that there's no need for any movement. And the mind as well is relaxing and unnecessary at this time. So close your eyes. Allow the thoughts of your mind to settle down like sediment at the bottom of a lake. They're there. They can be picked up again when you need them, but for now, our mind relaxes. Sometimes it can be helpful to breathe and simply observe the breath as a means of keeping the mind busy with something simple as we relax. in to return to your body. Feel the lungs. Test the movement in fingers and toes. Swallow. And move your head from side to side gently. And if there's anything your body craves, any movement or another stretch, do so now. And roll over to your side. Just enjoying one last moment of this Shavasana. And allow yourself to come back to a seated pose. And you can keep your eyes closed if you like. Today's message is an anonymous quote. Keep your eyes to the sun, and you will not see the shadows. That is what the sunflowers do. So let's close our practice today with 3 Oms. So bring your hands together in front of your heart. Om is the seed sound of creation. It means all things are possible. So let us take a deep breath. In great love and in great service, I am Betz-Marquez. Namaste. Thank you for bringing your practice to me today.